Hey everyone! So today I was going to talk to you all about a super cool project where we're going to be talking about Pokemon. So you've probably already done projects that are about life cycles, environments, habitats, and other sorts of things with animals. But what if we take those same principles and apply them to the world of Pokemon instead? The first thing you're going to have to do is either pick a Pokemon or pick an animal. That Pokemon already is related to a specific animal that exists. Make sure you figure out what that Pokemon is, such as Butterfree. Butterfree is very obviously a butterfly. So you can use information about a butterfly to help you learn more about Butterfree. Another really fun one that you could use would be Vulpix, which is a fox. And one interesting thing about Vulpix that's different than Butterfree is the third Pokemon in an evolutionary cycle. In Pokemon generally come from an egg. They are either what is called the basic stage or the baby stage. This is what you're going to use to create your own Pokemon life cycle. For your life cycle project, you're going to need to use or come up with a Pokemon that has up to 3 different stages after the egg. So as an example, we'll be using my friend Togepi. Togepi is what is considered a baby Pokemon. It is in the infant stage. It does come out of an egg. Togepi evolves into what is called Togetic, which is its juvenile stage. And from there evolves into Togekiss, which is its adult or mature stage. So in this case, Togepi already has a fully fleshed out life cycle. But a Pokemon such as Umbreon does not have a fully fleshed out life cycle in terms of what we need for our thing here. So with Umbreon, it starts out as an egg. The infant stage is Eevee, but there is no juvenile stage. So what's really fun is that with Umbreon, what you're going to be able to do is make up your own juvenile kind of midpoint between an Eevee and an Umbreon, what you think an Eevee and Umbreon hybrid would look like before it matures into Umbreon. If you want something easy, then you're going to want to go with a Pokemon that already has all 3 stages planned out. But if you want to have a little bit of creative fun, you can choose something that only has 1 or 2 stages, or even something cool like a legendary. Once you've picked your Pokemon and once you've figured out the general life cycle and what you're going to have to fill in if it doesn't have a fully fleshed out life cycle, you need to figure out some basics. Does your Pokemon relate to a real animal? If so, what does that animal eat? Where does that animal live? If your Pokemon isn't based on a real animal, look at the Pokédex. There are a couple of websites that are very handy that will give you instructions and information about Pokemon, such as Bulbapedia and Cerebi.net, that have a ton of compiled information as to where Pokemon live, sometimes what Pokemon eat, and other general facts about Pokemon. You're going to use these facts to create your biography sheet, your own Pokédex entry about your Pokemon. Where would it live in our world? What kind of habitats does it like? Is it a swampy creature? Does it like thunderstorms and clouds? So would it like the mountains maybe? Or does it like power plants? You have to figure this out and you get to decide where on earth your Pokemon would live based on these facts. Once you've figured out where your Pokemon live, you're going to need to figure out what does your Pokemon eat. Now this gets a little bit difficult because not every Pokemon is given a specific diet. In the sense that we may think a Growlithe is a meat eater. Maybe Growlithe isn't a meat eater. Maybe Growlithe eats grass. This is the kind of stuff you're going to have to research. Some Pokédex entries that are on Bulbapedia do in fact give this information, so keep that in mind when you're searching. Now, the hard part. What would your Pokemon's classification be if you went by this system? What kingdom would it be in? What phylum would it be in? What would its genus be? Now, if that gets a little bit hard and difficult, don't worry about that, but it might be fun to come up with a scientific name for it. I would recommend go find the real-life animal counterpart or something that looks kind of roughly similar and behaves somewhat similar to the Pokemon that you're researching. And then twist around a name. You can Google really simple stuff like the Latin word for fire if you're doing Growlithe. Maybe use something like fire dog, but you do it all in Latin. So for dog, you would probably use something like lupus or lupin, which is commonly used for dogs and wolves. Or you could also look at the Pokemon's given classification in the Pokédex itself. Some Pokemon are given very specific names, such as the fairy Pokemon or the helping Pokemon or something like that. You could also use that to help you create your own unique scientific name for your Pokemon. Now what you're going to do is have a lot of fun with drawing your Pokemon. Create a life cycle chart of your own. What you're going to do is you're going to get a sheet of paper and you're going to start drawing. You're going to want to draw the life cycle of your Pokemon from egg to infant, juvenile, and then to adult, like you would do for any other animal. You're going to want to write down all of the basic facts about your Pokemon and sketch out what you think it would look like in its natural habitat. Doesn't have to be a great work of art, but if you want to have fun and draw a full portrait, go right ahead. Now you're going to fill out your own Pokédex entry for your Pokemon. You can use the format that I'm using here if it makes it easier for you, or you can come up with your own unique format as well. Basically, you're going to just list all of the information that you've researched in a very concise and neat way so that people can read it and learn more about Pokemon as though it were a real animal in our world. You're going to want to list the life cycle, the species, the scientific name that you've come up with. You're going to want to list as well the habitats that it can be found in, the food that it eats, and other important facts that you have found about it. I hope this was a very fun project and something kind of a little bit different that also gives you something really, really cool to do and just nerds, because why not? This video was because of an idea that I saw from a TikTok video. I'll link that video down below in the description, as well as any other website that I recommend for you guys to kind of look at for either Pokemon stuff or for animal habitations and ecosystems and stuff like that that can kind of help you out a little bit if you're kind of unsure where to go to research things. There'll be some definitions at the very end of the video just to kind of explain what everything is. So just, if you're interested in that, definitions will be there, and I'll put them down in the description as well, just so that you have written form. But I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you all next time.